Hi, I'm John from Just Whisky. If you like today's show, please give it a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. And consider becoming a Patreon with the link in the description below. And I want to give a special shout out to all my Patreons that help support this channel and our journey together here. You'll see I'm wearing an Octomore shirt. A while back, I had some problems with the corks in a couple of my Octomores. So I emailed them, and they were so kind to respond to it, send me some replacement corks, and they sent me this fine T-shirt. So a shout out to Brooke Lottie, excellent customer service, and to be honest with you, I wasn't looking for anything free at all. I just wanted to let them know that I had some problems with the corks, with leakage, and they sent me some corks and a nice shirt. So that was nice. Okay, today we are going to be talking about and reviewing from Mossburn Distillery. Well, Mossburn, Mossburn Distilleries, which own Torabhaig. They've in 2022 they released a blend of single malts called Caisteal Chamus. Okay, you can try to read that in Gaelic if you want. And on the back of the tube, not only do they give a complete description of the castle in English, it's also written in Gaelic. So there's a lot of folklore around this offering. This particular blend comes in at 46% ABV, and it is non-chill filtered and no coloring added. However, it only states that on the tube. There's no mention of that on the bottle anywhere. Okay. This is my third Mossburn blend that I've bought over the years, and to be honest with you, I haven't been overly impressed with the Mossburn blends that I've tasted so far. One thing that they have in common is a lot of writing, and if you watch my show, I'm suspicious when there's just every square centimeter on the bottles is all sorts of labeling and descriptions, and it's almost too much. However, they own Torabhaig Distillery on the Isle of Skye, and Torabhaig is my favorite, quote, new distillery. I really like what they're doing, and I'm looking very much forward to their aging and in the long term. Right now they only have two offerings: their legacy initial offering and their alt glan, which I really like, but it's still very young, but you can taste the potential big time, in my opinion. Okay. This retails in my area for around $40. Okay, it's a non-age dated blend, and from my research, although it doesn't state specifically on the packaging, it's a blend from three Scottish islands. Okay, so supposedly there's single malt from Islay, single malt from Skye, which is, in my opinion, definitely Torabhaig. And they also mention Orkney, okay, which would be Highland Park. I cannot detect a hint of Highland Park in this whatsoever. In my opinion, this is young Torabhaig blended with young Caol Ila. That's my opinion. They go into and I have to share it with you because it is kind of interesting. They go through an incredible maturation, switching keg casks around quite a bit. So this blend is first aged in refill and first fill American oak hogsheads. Then they go through a 2-stage re-aging with part of the blend in virgin oak. And then on their website, I think it might be a typo, they say have char 250 liter barrels. I think they meant to write half char 250 liter barrels with fresh Oloroso sherry European oak hogshead, and the rest into refill hogshead. Then the final aging finish in smaller 200 liter fresh bourbon barrels. Okay, that is a lot to take in and to comprehend. And all over this packaging and labeling, finished in first fill bourbon barrels, and they call this heavily peated, double barreled. So it's gone through quite a lot. And I asked the rhetorical question, why? I love Torabhaig. That's why I bought this. And also, I do like the Whiskey Advocate magazine. Okay, I subscribe to it. But take their reviews and their scores with a grain of salt. They gave this a 90, which, to be honest with you, is what was the tipping point for me to buy it. And I'm not even going to read their description, their tasting notes, because I disagree with almost everything they say in there. But they gave it a 90, and yeah, it's, in my opinion, a very overly generous score. And in general, I think they do that. But I just wanted to point that out. Yeah, so they really stress on this thing, even on their website and on this offering, heavily smooth. Okay. So I think they're really trying to appeal to a broad audience that wants a heavily peated, heavily smooth, blended scotch. And all right, let's get into the tasting notes here. Okay, on the nose, in my opinion, you're getting that Caol Ila cigarette ash, and then you're getting the young fruitiness of the Torabhaig. You're getting the peat, the smoke, and then the underlying Torabhaig fruits, and the fruits being melon and fermented fruits, not berries, but maybe more like bananas and pineapple combined. Okay, so a fruity, like I don't want to say juicy fruit gum fruity, but there's that melon fruity note, ash, cigarette ash, peat on the nose. The nose is fairly decent, I will admit. On the palate, it's got a decent mouthfeel, a decent viscosity, but you're getting that cigarette ash. It is sweet. You're getting that melon fruit and that spicy, peppery note, more than a note. It's spicy and peppery that transcends well into the finish. And the finish, surprisingly, it's a surprisingly long finish. And I've gone through half this bottle, so I've had quite an experience with it. But the finish, you're left with a lingering, cigarette ashy, peppery note. The fruits are gone. So the fruits are more on the nose and on the mid palate. The finish, you're left with that cigarette. In my opinion, this is like alt Glaun Torabhaig with some Caol Ila mixed into it. And it seems like they've gone through an awful lot of trouble of mixing and matching kegs to make this offering. How would I score this? For me, I was disappointed in it. I probably wouldn't buy it again. For the price, if you like what I just described, you might enjoy it a lot more than I am. And a disclosure too, when I first started my Scotch whiskey journey, I really gravitated towards heavily peated. And I didn't really even want to even try anything else. As my journey has gone on, I'm gravitating less and less to heavily smoky, peated, although I still love Lechaig. I love a nice integrated peat and smoke, and I also love Talisker as well, and others. I like, we won't get into all the other peated that I like, but Lagavulin 8 I really like a lot. So, okay, you want to wait for the score on this. It is a quality presentation. You're getting non-chill filtered, 46% ABV. It is young. For me, it's like a 83 to an 84, but I'll settle on an 84. I think many people will enjoy this more than I have. Again, if you like Torabhaig blended with some Caol Ila, I think this might be right up your alley. All right, so thanks for watching. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, consider becoming a Patreon, and thank you very much to all my Patreons out there. Very much appreciated. So hats off to you all, and take care.